CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There it is, the Staples Center. And is the...
Well, guys,
he's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Now, here is Morris. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Here's Zubac. And finally they hit one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here's Lillard. And he gets the bucket.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Here's Beverly. And just about a minute into the first quarter. On the wing, George. Back to Beverly. And it's sent back by Lillard. It's tipped. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Lillard misses. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers, playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Oturu. Here's George, and Covington sends it back.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Now Lillard. Paul George missing from long range. Pass to McCollum. Beverly against Covington. Oh, Covington in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
George with the ball. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got his second basket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now here is George. Zubac trying to break loose. And George gets it to go.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
McCollum against Kennard. Now here's McCollum. Guarded closer. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Beverly against Lillard. To end the run, he dishes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Now George. He's got 6. The pass to Zubac. To the paint, uncovered. And Kennard finishes it off.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in the point guard. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 6 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best 2-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Mann, guarded by Powell. Mann passes to Zubac.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside, Jones. Down low. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Kept alive. Cantor, he kicks to Powell. No good from outside.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Morris against Anthony. Pass to Leonard. "11 feet away." Doesn't go that time. And it's Portland the other way. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Powell for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Mann passes to Zubac. Slammed home, and he draws the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Now Anthony following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Anthony kicks to Covington. Lobs it up for Cantor. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Anthony following the basket by Marcus Morris. Anthony kicks to McCullough. Latrey. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's the break. Here's Mann. The Clippers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for. A different look for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Marcus Morris. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Can they get it? Kicks it to Covington from 15 feet away. And it's Lillard on the follow. Lillard's got 6 points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. George from deep three-point land, and he drains the 3. But let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Batum is out there with Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Cousins. Inside, here's Morris. Good D by Covington.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Trailblazers.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
McCollum against George. Batum against Powell. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Cousins.
And right there you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
George dishes to Morris. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
George against McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Powell. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 13. Morris outside. Fires from deep. Beverly the pass to Cousins. And good that time. Morris has got 6 points.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Lillard against Beverly. Covington wide open. He fires. Portland again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Dishes it to George. Over McCollum. They get it back. Outside for Batum. Pass to Beverly. Cousins against Nurkic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard scanning the floor. 1:02 left here in the third quarter. Here's Beverly. Outside, George. Pulls it up. Powell pulls it in.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And the shot goes in. Lillard's got 8.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, George. To the inside, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard with it. 8 points for him. For 3. Morris with the rebound. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Anthony. Also, Enes Kanter out there. Damian Lillard out there with Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. To the paint, here's Kennard. Outside for Jackson. And it's Zubac atop the key. Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Lillard. Over Leonard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Puts the move on. And that one's good. Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Jackson passes to Mann. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Lillard. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Down low. It's stolen by Anthony. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Lillard. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
The pass to Leonard. Inside. Here's Mann. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. From about 19 feet, and it's Leonard missing. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Jackson looking it over. Passes it to Leonard. over Anthony. And it's off the back rim. No good. Trailblazers trail by 11. Simons, the pass to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And he trims the lead to single digits.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Oh, Leonard in position. It's stolen by Anthony. It's deflected. Lillard with no one around. And Kanter throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Zubac, the best of man. To end the drought. The shot is good off the backboard. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Lillard outside. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Jones. Offline with his three.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Pass to Zubac. The feed now to Leonard. A special move before the shot.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. A confident win. Thank you, David. Great interview. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K GA.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. He's out there with Paul George. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in a power forward position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Now here's Beverley. Zubac the pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Here's Oturu. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Passes it to Zubac. Kicks to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Middleton outside. Milwaukee the rebound. Pass to Holiday. DiVincenzo against George. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Now, here's Zubats. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. George looking over the floor. Yep, that one goes.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
And here's Giannis. There's the pass to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Holiday with the three. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Now here's Beverly. Morris outside over Middleton, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Forbes. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Pass to Cousins. To the inside, Kennard. Bank shot, no good. Milwaukee is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They could use a bucket. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll, actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
Now here's Middleton. Portis finds Middleton. The putback. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he gets it to go.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Middleton against George. Middleton drives in. Good on the shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. Pass to Cousins. Outside, George fires for 3. That shot misses. He can't get that one to fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed...
this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. And it's Batum in at the power forward. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now Jackson. Pass to Cousins. He kicks to Batum. Shoots over Portis. A shot by Batum, no good. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins. Portis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Cousins. To the paint. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. The Bucks trail. Forbes the pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And again, no good by the Clippers. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lopez left side. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Back to Connaughton. Giannis inside. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Now here's Rondo. Oturu, the pass to man. Here's Zubats. Trains it from 9 feet away. Zubats has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Pass to Middleton. Here's the 3. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. Giannis dishes to Holiday. And to Antetokounmpo inside. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Middleton against Rondo. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Passes it to man for the 3. And Lopez pulls it down. Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Beverly wide open. And the dunk by Zubats.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one. And that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. George against Lopez. Pass to Oturu. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Morris.
The length of Middleton, really an asset on defense for him. He's so good at getting his hands up quickly to contest shots.
And he dunks it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Right side, George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And George has learned a lot and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
And George drops them both,
making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Lopez outside. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Now the feed to Antetokounmpo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Over in the corner, Cousins. And he converts the layup.
Cousins plays inside with an attitude that says, you want to stop me? Give me your best shot.
Outside Portis. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Can't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's George. The baseline jumper goes down. George has got 10 points.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Here's Forbes. Offensive rebound, Bucks. The kick out to Teague. Back to Portis. Pocket 6. And Portis throws it down.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
.152 left to play in the third. George up top. 10 points for him. Here's Morris. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis with it. Kicks to Forbes. Teague up top. Pass to Connaughton. Passes it to Portis. And yes, it's good. 6 points for him. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Pass to Morris. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Back to Morris. Tries again. Here's Batum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jeff Teague.
And Batum, a very good free throw shooter. Smart of him to seek contact.
And he makes the first. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. The pass to Connaughton. Morris against Lopez. The kick out to T. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. Lopez, right side. They get it again. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Kennard. And here is Teague with 1 on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks ahead, leading by a point. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3. That's tipped. Passes to Kennard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Reggie Jackson. Puts it up from 17, and the shot goes in. Lopez has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
It's stolen by Teague. A solo fast break rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, the defensive Teague is underrated. Excellent instincts, and he takes reasonable chances on defense.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Batum against Antetokounmpo. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Batum.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Middleton on the wing. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Middleton. He's tightly guarded. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Mann. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Teague, the pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez with the ball. Zubac defending. Lopez kicks to T. Inside, and to Tecumbo. No good on that one. Great D that time from Batum.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Leonard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Milwaukee in the lead. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. They get a hand on it. DiVincenzo passes to T. Here's Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Feeds it to Batum. Back to Leonard to take the lead. And 2 shots coming up at the line. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
DiVincenzo against Leonard. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. For 3, Middleton. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
Leonard on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Batum wide open, he fired. It's rebounded by T. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. It's money from deep.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
The Clippers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Leonard looking around. To the inside. Here's Batum. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Confidence and experience coming into play here, but Batum embracing any opportunity to take these clutch shots.
T kicks to Middleton. Back to T. DiVincenzo passes to T. Middleton with it. From outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Leonard against DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, Beverly. Outside Leonard. For the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Style of the Bucks as they enter the building. Bring out the red carpet. And David.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And the basket by McCollum. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And close. And Giannis gets it to go.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
Here's McCollum. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Lopez lays it up off the glass.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Holiday against Lillard. Dishes it to Covington. Jones, no one around him. Just 5 to shoot. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Unloads. Lillard misses.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Jones, the pass to McCollum. The feed to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Portland needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Jones. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Connaughton's checked in. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Holiday.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Lillard scanning the floor. Sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Forbes, the pass to Portis. Another shot. Back to Forbes. Jacks up a three. The Bucks working the ball around. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Forbes. Anthony on the double team. Goes back up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trailblazers trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. Cantor dishes to McCollum. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 10-2 run here. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Now here's Teague. He's guarded closer. With the putback. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Out to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Forbes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead, leading by 7. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point guard position. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Three-pointer. Back to Portis. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. And now Portland on the break. Here's McCollum. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Here's Forbes. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 7. Passes it to Powell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James, I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. T kicks to Portis. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hangs in the air. And the shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 4.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Lillard against T. Lillard dishes to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Nurkic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Bucks leading by 4. Lopez outside. Here's DiVincenzo. Trying to get open is Lopez. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's Antetokounmpo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to Covington. He kicks it to Powell. Bucks leading by 3. Pushing it up. And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
On the wing, Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. It's Jones on the wing. Defended by Middleton. Jones the pass to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. 9 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Antetokounmpo. From the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside, Jones. Kicks it to McCollum. He dishes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 3. And finish off by Nurkic.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Holiday finds Lopez. Back to Holiday. Giannis left side, trying to get open as Lopez. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland, trailing by 5. Here's Jones. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And stolen by Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Bucket is good. Middleton's got 6 points.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Lillard with it, out-guarded by Giannis. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Oh, Covington in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
It's Middleton at the elbow. Feeds to Lopez. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Cantor able to finish. And this game is tied up now.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders. Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
And T, here we go. And it's slammed in by T.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Anthony dishes to McCollum for the lead. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. The feed to Forbes. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. It's good. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
That one drops for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Milwaukee with the rebound. Outside, Antetokounmpo. T kicks to Connaughton. Takes a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Holiday. Middleton outside. Shoots over Cantor. And a wide open look for Portis. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Teague. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here is Forbes. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Anthony. Here's Simons, and foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
T dishes to Antetokounmpo. Down low. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Lillard with the bucket.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
The pass to Portis. Back to Teague. Shoots over Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers trail by 3. Foul for 3. Passes it to Simons. And again, it's Portland converting.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Teague, the pass to Forbes. The dish now to Antetokounmpo. Back to Forbes. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. And Cantor pulls it down.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington subbed in for Norman Powell. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside Covington. Back to Lillard to take the lead. Lets it go from 14. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Giannis outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Taken away by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Lillard, the pass to Simon. Takes it out to Covington. From 20 feet out. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the wing, Giannis. Back to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. Good.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And Lillard gets to Nurkic. Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. A different look now for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Middleton outside. To the right side. Lopez kicks to Middleton. This is to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Middleton against Covington. Good D by Covington. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCollum finds Lillard. Middleton against Covington. Lillard fires away from way outside. No good from 3-point territory. Here's Giannis. Count it.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close. And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Marcus Morris, Patrick Beverley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. Leonard. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's McCollum, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Beverley, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out. What you have to love about Patrick Beverley is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Morris against Powell. Right side, Leonard. Rebounded by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Kicks it out to Lillard. Portland again missing.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Beverley, the pass to Leonard. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
Out to the wing. That's a 2 from Lillard. Covington finds Powell. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And then for the Clippers, Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Kennard, the pass to Zubac, and he makes that one.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. George is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Out to the right wing. Back to McCollum. The three. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Stolen by McCollum. Cantor dishes to Carmelo. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the corner, George with it. Fires from the wing. He's off on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Here's George. It's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Outside, Jones. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Jackson. Outside George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Throws it up high.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And that when Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm and had a big game.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Reggie Jackson. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 2-guard spot. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go with Leonard, nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Simons. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside Leonard. Stolen by Cantor. McCollum left side. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for McCollum. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Got a piece of it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. Los Angeles leading by 8. And here's Jackson. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Yeah, Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Beverly against Lillard. Knocked loose. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Outside Anthony. Powell, no one around him. The putback. Oturu with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 12. The shot by George, wide open. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Morris dishes to George. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Nurkic. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Covington. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And George kicks to Beverly. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Nurkic. And here's Morris for three. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The shot by Powell, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one drops. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. And so he makes both from the line. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Back to Powell. And the rejection by Zubac. Here we go, one-on-one. Good chance here for George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. He lobs it up.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Here's Lillard. Oh!
My goodness.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And so it's Los Angeles. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was all about the Clippers as the game got going. An exceptional game plan helped. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Now Beverly passes it to Oturu. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And there's the pass to Covington. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard dishes to McCollum. 3 on the clock. Clippers leading by 14. George against Powell. Outside for George. Pass to Oturu. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nurkic with the steal. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A different look now for Portland. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Pass to Kennard. Leonard against Jones. At the top of the key, Cousins. Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. And Cousins gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Boy, aggressive move by DeMarcus Cousins. He'll dish out more punishment than he receives, that's for sure.
McCollum kicks to Jones. Pass to Simons. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Rondo against Jones. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kennard, the pass to Leonard. The shot off that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Cantor kicks to McCollum. Back to Cantor. Lillard outside. Keeps it alive, and Cantor able to finish.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Lillard against Jackson, and the pass to Cousins. Pass to Mann. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. The shot by Lillard, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Jackson passes to Cousins. 36 seconds left in the third. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. McCollum, and that one is good. McCollum's got 8 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Jackson looking around. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the layup is good. Jackson's got his second bucket.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
And a deep three from Lillard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. He's out there with Patrick Beverly. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Dishes to Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Oturu. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Zubac.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And George is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Simons, the pass to Lillard. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Excellent offensive positioning from Paul George. Size, length, touch. Beautiful.
Passes it to Powell. There's the feed to Anthony. Back to Powell. Puts up a 3. Oturu with the rebound. Oturu's got his 6th rebound on the night. Beverly against Powell. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Outside, George. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Here's Lillard. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And that one's good. Beverly.
Patrick Beverly on the inside. Okay, we see you.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Simons. Feeds it to Anthony. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. McCollum's checked in for Portland. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Lillard, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's Rondo. Outside Leonard. Banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 13.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
McCollum against Leonard. Lillard, right side. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony. And the Clippers with a change here too. Jackson's checked in. McCollum dishes to Covington. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by McCollum. Leonard, again the Clippers.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 14-point game. To the inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout 3rd year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Hi, and we've got time for a quick break.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Chris Middleton, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Oturu in at the power forwards position. Now here's Beverley. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 4, stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Oturu with the rebound.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Middleton outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. The putback. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. The feed to Leonard. Over Middleton. Leonard, no luck. The Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fires from the line. He squares up and sinks it.
You know, there's a rhythm to Leonard's game, but also an awareness. Just takes what the defense allows.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. 2 points. That one goes.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Passes to Leonard. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Clock at 6. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lopez outside. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Beverley. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Pass to Leonard. Back to Beverley, right at the free throw line. Second chance shot. Here's Zubac. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton looking it over. Outside Holiday. Shoots from the line. Off the left rim and out.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. The pass to Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Oturu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Makes it off the glass.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
For three, Middleton, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very few.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
They've got Batum. Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Mann in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Cousins, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Nice shot by Portis.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
A shot by Batum, no good. Bucks trail by 4, and there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Back to Antetokounmpo. Inside, knocked away. Stolen by George.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Ante DiVincenzo comes in for Jeff Teague. Now, here is George. T right on him. Feeds it to Cousins. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Forbes, the pass to Tucker. Back to Forbes. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 4. And it's George finishing it off.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Bucks shooting their first foul shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Speaking of Bobby Portis, he's going to fight, he's going to scrap, he's going to give you maximum effort every night.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Rondo against Holiday. Jackson looking around. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Rondo. Buries the long-range jumper. Rondo's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles. Middleton on the wing. On the wing, Giannis. Three-pointer. And no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. One-on-one here. Mann passes to Batum. Down low. Whistle blows, and that's going to be a travel. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Holiday against Beverly. 1:06 left now here in the second. Pass to Oturu. He can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 6. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Beverly against T. Passes it to Zubac. Inside. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Clippers lead by 8.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Pass to Forbes. 24 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Left side, Portis shoots over Zubac. And again, the Bucks miss.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Nobody near Leonard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Here's Teague. Portis. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. Shaq, well, and that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bucks trail by 10. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 3, the small forward. Back to Giannis. That one good for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Leonard the pass to Oturu. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Beverly against Holiday. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Come over right here. Beverly against Holiday. He kicks it to Middleton. Here's Oturu. Here's Leonard. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 8.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Beverly against Holiday. Now the pass to Zubac. Leonard inside. Defended by Middleton. Stolen by Middleton. Kicks it to Giannis. Right wing. Pass to Middleton. He dishes it to Holiday. Back to Middleton. Goes up at the stripe, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration. And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Middleton on the wing. Back to Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton up top. He's covered by Leonard. And to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's now 10 points for Giannis.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Tipped away. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Basket counts. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Leonard on the wing. But three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Lopez kicks to Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Batum is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Jackson, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Connaughton, defended by Batum. Connaughton kicks to T. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo passes to T. A miss that time would have put him up. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Connaughton. Here is Forbes. The dish to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. Here is Forbes, defended by George. Forbes can't get it to go.
more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
George, no good. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Connaughton. And the Bucks miss again. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's George. And he makes good on the layup.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
T kicks to Connaughton. Here is Forbes, defended by George. Portis, the pass to Forbes. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And that one hits back iron.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
George with the bucket.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Pass to Portis. He kicks it to Forbes. And the 3 off target.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Luke Kennard comes in for Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Paul George. Holiday against Rondo. The pass to Kennard. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Middleton finds Giannis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. Paul George comes in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Beverley dishes to George. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Here now the Clippers. 11 unanswered points for him. Shoots the 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Kawhi Leonard.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to George. Again, Los Angeles.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
On the heels of this run, you wonder, where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
George against DiVincenzo. Zubac kicks to Batum. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kicks it down to Middleton. From outside, off the mark. And here's Portland. It's a 3-point game. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Dishes it to McCollum. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Now, here's Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. From past the arc. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McCollum. And he overshot that one, missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the paint. Covington kicks to McCollum. There's the triple. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 6 points.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Floats it up there for Nurkic. No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Outside, Covington. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Now here's Middleton. True on the 14-footer.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Good on the bucket. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Portis. Ring shot on the way. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo, and he drops it in from the low post.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here is Forbes. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Lillard attacking. Ejected by Teague.
Love seeing the point guard Jeff Teague get involved defensively there, using his speed to rise up for a block shot. Nice.
Here is Forbes. Back to Connaughton. Pass to Forbes from downtown. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now the Bucks moving it up. There's the 3. Offensive rebound.
Hey, with all that wide open space in transition, you just cannot slow down Teague. He's got too many options, too much speed, too much handles. He's too elusive in the open court to corral him in that situation.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Damian Lillard. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Portis. He dishes it to Forbes. And Jones sends it back. There's the pass to Simons. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. Portland moving the ball around. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Teague in for Chris Middleton. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. And Portis throws it down.
Teague's ability to find the open man makes him one of the better passing point guards in the league.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Kanter, the pass to Covington. Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. Back to Covington. That shot is off. It's tipped. Kanter kicks to Covington. McCollum outside. And they're pushing it up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's McCollum. Great D that time from Portis.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo.
Who's watching here?
To the inside. The kick out to Teague. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. McCollum outside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook. No good. Shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. Now the dish to Antetokounmpo. Passes to Portis. That shot no good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Anthony. It's tipped. Now Antetokounmpo. Inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Powell dishes to Covington. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Portland leading by 4. Here's Lillard. Back to Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard finds Nurkic to the wing right side. Shoots from the baseline. Powell against Middleton. With the shot, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Jones checked in for Portland. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Lopez passes to Giannis. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Holiday against Lillard. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give you.
Giannis against Covington. DiVincenzo.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
McCollum dishes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Holiday against Lillard. Launches a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good. This game is all even. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Lillard against Holiday. Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. Covington with the bucket.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Outside Holiday. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Middleton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lillard looking around. Stolen by Middleton. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. And Giannis throws it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Covington.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez right side. They get the rebound. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard outside. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Offensive rebound. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Portland, Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers, trailing by 4. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Teague finds Portis. That one, no good. Excellent D from Kanter. A nice shot by Simons.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Back to Teague. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. T kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
You know, Dane loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Powell against Middleton. 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Lillard against Holiday. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Lillard.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Simons. Anthony taking his time here to tie it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Powell against Middleton. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
To the left side wing. Back to Powell. Pass to Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Lillard finds Powell. And there's the pass to McCollum. To take the lead.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
43 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Giannis kicks to Lopez. Holiday against Lillard in the corner. Middleton with it. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Covington wide open. He fires. Portland no good that time either. And here is Antetokounmpo. For 3, Middleton. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.